I wish you knew. Oh. M3dots.com. 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 I wish I could make you understand the significance, the realness of the crucifixion. See, Jesus was God manifested in the flesh to bring God and you together. He took your sins upon his chest and drank of the cup of God's wrath that you were supposed to swallow. That's the reason yesterday that you had a tomorrow. Surely he had borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did the seem of stricken, smitten of God and afflicted. God allowed him to be smoked so what the prophets wrote would be fulfilled and redemption could be sealed by his blood. A man without sin was scourged for all of your sins, and though he was sickless, he bore all of your sicknesses. I wish you knew that these are for what God was trying to do. He wanted to hug you and love you. He wanted to protect you from sin and death. But yet, man loved himself more than God. That's the reason God is finding now. M3dots.com. I need to do some editing to the beat so I can let the song breathe. I wanna let the song breathe. I wish you knew the depth and why Jesus had to die for the multitudes. He died for me and you. He died for you, me, and you. I wish you a Merry, Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. And I also wanna say Happy Easter because I just remembered. I wish you knew it was like a little bit of that Easter. But guess what? Easter and Christmas are the Super Bowl of the church. Easter and Christmas. M3dots.com. Easter and Christmas. M3dots.com. Conclave download. Easter and Christmas. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Easter and Christmas. M3dots.com. Guide on radio. Okay, check this out. So, all right. So I was just playing around with that, right? And I wanted to record it, but now that I've just done this, I don't know if that sounds that good. Cause I'm being silly. That's very goofy. But if we could have a couple of fellas who could learn the lyrics and could try to look nice doing it, I think it could be a hit. This I Wish You Knew. You know what I'm saying? It hit some of that harmony and stuff like that. And especially if they can be expressive and if they can do a couple of little dance movements that accentuate. But even if they don't, I could add graphics to it, you know what I'm saying? And add to it. And so what I'm going to do as a goof, I'm going to take my video, this one, the one I'm doing, and I'm going to start adding some stuff in there. Because there's some significant things about me that you can learn about me. First of all, you can see that I'm a hard worker. That's what that yellow, that symbolizes that. Underneath is a jacket of mine, and that one is another jacket. But this one is, I'm trying to do a role in my son's movie. My son came out with. He asked me for a movie deal, and the thing about it is that my son was born because of a movie deal that I had in covenant with the Lord and some friends. Way back in the day. So my son is already a movie star. I've already got his movies already on m3dots.com/n8/Nate. You go there and you gonna see music videos. You gonna see little movies. And that's not all. I have so many things. I've got reality little shows. I got audio. I got him doing some comedy. I got him doing voices. I got him doing live action. Got a fight scene I'm working on. And that fight scene, now listen, all of his content is going to be behind the paywall. I'm going to take everything that's Nate, that's my son, and I'm going to make it into a bunch of trailers. So that way you know what you're looking for, because it's a lot of stuff up there. But my son is the baddest dude I know. There is nobody badder than my son. And I have the documented proof about how wonderful that boy is. That son of mine, Nathan, that son of mine, I want to come down like a dove over Toma and just let everybody know this is my son in whom I am very, very, very well pleased. And guess what? The reason that I don't have to put that on, except for, a fashion statement now, the reason I don't have to put on my right-wing Republican-ness, the reason why I don't have to put on my hard-working Democrat-ness, right? The reason why I don't have to put on my the work is because I did it already, and my son already received the benefits of it. Because when I see him, every time I see him, it makes me say, I must decrease so that Nathan must increase. That's how I feel about my son. That's why nobody better not call my son boy. I bet not ever hear anybody ever call my son boy, because I will light you up. I will light you up. Ooh, I will take a pie. You know what I'm saying? Now, here is something I need to clean. I need to clean my dishes. And I should turn the video off so that I can do this. But there's a song that I want to play. And it's, Hey, Toma, you are my whole time rapper. I want to play something about my son. Now, listen, I'm in the process of writing the second verse. I haven't written it yet. So I just made that up right there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the hometown rapper with the lyrics going. Oh, snaps. Wait a minute. Illusions. Oh, I got to make sure that I write down which beat that was. That one was I Wish You Knew Illusions. Because I think my wonderful bride would love it. Oh, snaps. Darn it, I forgot there's something I wanted to drop on my son and everybody about what I'm doing. I told my son, now listen, I told my son, and I'm putting this behind the paywall. So I'm going to divide this up. I told my son that because he had a girlfriend and broke up, I said because of that, he's entitled to hear my current relationship status. Okay, that's what I told my son. He is. That's why all this, that I'm going to trailerize it. And I put, because my son has already told me a whole bunch of stuff. Now, all that stuff that he told me in confidence, I have his confidence. His confidence about me has been shaken. I'm finna show him my confidence. Boom, it's gonna be under lock and key behind the password that only he got. If it gets broken into, it's because somebody broke into it through him. And I can change it anytime for my son. I got all his memories, everything behind a paywall, secure. And it's forever. It's forever. They got to back up the internet all the time. And everything. Lock boxes, post office security boxes, all that stuff. I've been planning this for so many years. And I'm finally here. I bought the barcodes for the music way, way, way back. Way back before my son was born. And when my son was conceived, physically, he was conceived mentally way back in the year 2001, 2002, something like that. That was before me and Valerie even was together. I had conceived my son and my daughter, but my son first. And so my son is like, Dad, they call me at my off time when it's my time. He called, and then it moved into our time. So I'm adding this video. It's gonna have some of that phone call because my son is brilliant. He know how I taught him how to obey me and obey his mother at the same time. And my son mastered it. I've got to decrease. I got to set that boy up. I got to set him up. So I did. So this outfit, son, is the Dr. Sclavino outfit. And the way that I'm talking and expressing, that is his mannerisms. So I just wanted to show you his mannerisms or whatever. And he's talking like this. But I'm going to go a little bit deeper as him, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play, I got a beat for for Dr. Sclavino, but he's a background character in your movie. I'm just giving you background, extra background, so you can see his mannerism. So he always wears the blue jacket and pajama pants. Why? Because these are his son's favorite pajama pants. Yes. And his daughter, oh man, I got this stuff sitting out there, man. I can't wait to show you this stuff, okay? Anyway, all right, the girlfriend relationship thing, right? And I'm gonna use the bathroom on this, okay? The girlfriend relationship thing, son, is this. Molly is my woman, and Molly and I are betrothed. Okay, you want to know what betrothed mean? Me and Molly have followed the Bible to the letter about how to do it right. Okay? Me and Shanae followed the Bible and how to do it right. And me and Valerie followed the Bible to do it right. And all three of us are following our natures too. Okay, your mother was not designed to be my eternal flame and my eternal woman. No, because she was a covenant breaker even before we were in covenant. She was a covenant breaker. I'm still in covenant with her to this day. I am her head. And that's why the Muslims, sometimes they have multiple wives, because the laws are involved. And the law should be under me because I do it right. And when I speak like this, it sounds braggadocious. It sounds grandiose. But I'm Dr. Sclavino. Now, I don't know if I should do the lab coat, son. I don't know. I think Dr. Sclavino needs to be a television scientist, mad scientist, who keeps his hair in check because when I start doing the beard stuff, that's when I want to mess with, like, you know, a character like that or whatever. And so I got some glasses, but I don't think he needs to be non-glasses so that it's like he's got good sight because he fixed his sight. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make him look weird in the camera. I fixed my sight. You understand what I'm saying? And if I can make his face like that, you understand what I'm saying? So this is just because I know a dude. I know this guy. I used to work with, and this is the way he would go around, and his clothing was mismatched. What you got pajama bottoms on with a jacket on? And he's like, listen, it's okay if I go to the refrigerator and get some water. It's a little parched. If my throat is parched. And he get close to you, and so you're looking right at him. And you're like, yeah, you can. It's right there. Are you sure that is the refrigerator running? Is the refrigerator running? And so I want to laugh. What you mean is the refrigerator running? I just want to practice on you for my son. My son, he likes these pants, and so on the pants it says, "Is your refrigerator running?" And I said, "Oh my God, this guy is nuts." He was a lawyer. No, he wasn't a lawyer. He was an officer. And sometimes he was the inspector general. So sometimes he would have to come to the legal office, and sometimes I catch him in dress shoes, the swimming trunks of the military army fitness shorts, the old shirt, the old military fitness shirt, the new shorts, but then the old shirt, right, and some black socks. And it's like, dude, and no socks. And it's like, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm working on a file right now. Am I bothering anybody right now? I had to keep a straight face, and this dude, his face was horrible, and I memorized his face because I said, one day I'm telling the world about this dude, and I'm going to give him a different name. Dr. Bino. My name is Bino Sclavino, and my children don't like hanging around with me. Oh my God. Do you know how hilarious that sounds to me? And if I mukbang, ask him, because I used to sit next to him sometimes when he would be, because once I saw him one time, I said, I got to see more of this guy because I'm going to absorb it all. Because this guy is a train wreck waiting to happen that didn't happen. He is always... He's always 1 second ahead of the rear to make everybody shed a tear. When he comes around, it's like, oh my goodness. On the PT test, of course he don't run. He walks. Oh, his walk. Y'all, this dude's walk. Oh my God, you walk like that? How are you walking like that? It is magnificent that I have had the opportunity to introduce be introduced to this guy. It's the greatest thing. And I'm stretching my voice. I'm stretching it. I'm stretching my voice. There's some nice pie over here. I want to get these dishes. Oh, marriage supper. The marriage supper of the Lamb. Preparing his bride. Right? When Molly came into this situation, she didn't realize that she was betrothed. And now she's in preparation to be a bride because she's the one that announced to everybody that I'm married. And she is. That's my wife. Just like my man Joseph. Just like Joseph. Now, do you like that lean, son? I made this lean up because of the dude. So Bino Sclavino's lean is like this. So I made up what I had to say. I had to say it just like that. And so you're right. And so then, but then the fall is like, and then I fell into this whole world. And so if I can go, excuse me, if I can do that, I think it would be really nice. And you can make graphics and what are those called? Not wallpapers, but GIFs, GIFs, which, and it's weird, but you could take the pictures too, and it's like, and Molly has a face. Oh, Molly's got a rough one, boy. Molly's got a face that, like, yo, I wanted to capture and get and then make it into something and decorate it as it turns into a character that she voices. And that's what I'm finna do, is really get us to do some characters and make some of the silliest, dumbest, most ridiculous movies that you've ever seen on the planet. These movies that I want to make are dumb. They're not significant to nobody except to the people that they will be significant to. And they have the themes, the kingdom of God themes. I've got them. I've got the ones related to my life. Right now, I'm living in the Solomon time of my life. The time where I actually enjoy the benefits of what David did for me. David conquered for me. My father conquered so many things for me, and my son is going to understand how much I've conquered for him. When he looks at those movies, when he looks at himself, he doesn't realize how wonderful he is. And guess what? I found out that my grandfather Robert, that I'm named after, that my father named me as an ode to his father. And because he owed his father 5 crossed the lips. Father and son, man. Father and son. Son, Nathan, do you know that it would have been better off if I would have made sure that you talked to your dad, your grandfather, in person more often? Because now you are way more like him than you'll ever know, son. Nathan, you are the spitting image of my father Rocco. You're the spitting image of him. You're the spitting image. And guess what? You're handsomer. Rocco is way uglier than you, and I'm uglier than you. You are the most handsome Walker boy in the family. The most handsome. That's my son. I must decrease. Get that boy in there. Get my son in there. My son is the baddest dude on the planet as far as I'm concerned. And he don't like all this praise. He don't like it. You know why he don't like it? Because he wants to be mad at me. My son wants to be mad at me, and I love it. Yes, be mad at me, son. Because the more that you beat up on your dad, the more I get to get beat down by the greatest. The greatest. So I got to make myself big for a minute so that the legend of Nathan can be properly told. Nathan, son of Matthew, son of Matt Ellipsis. And he's not Nathan Ellipsis, he's his own thing. He's going to change his name a couple times anyway, because he's going to realize that Vortex is ridiculous. But since you said Vortex, boom, Vortex. But I'm going to call you Young Scribble, because you scribble in the movie, baby. And the plot of your movie is genius. I just figured out how to do it where you could do it from your crib, from your house. And I got everything set up for you, man. You're good. It's covenant, man. You and me, my son, we're in covenant. The covenant that the eternal candy covenant, that was just one part of it. All this movie stuff, that's the other part of it, man. Everything you need, son, that's what your dad got you. Your car is sitting out there, sitting right there. You learned how to drive a stick before you supposed to learn how to drive. That's my baby. My son know how to drive a stick. Boom. Oh yeah, so let me do this. Hey Toma. All right. I love it. I'm bragging on my son. 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 Okay. It would have been nice if that would have plugged up earlier. Okay, what am I looking for?
Check the population demographics. In this area, how often does it happen? You have this rapper in your city, what that mean now? That mean you hit the jackpot like a casino. I used to be a news anchor till I moved on. I made a commitment to music, so get my groove on. I'm too strong, I do songs, but till you too wrong. Search for Matt Ellipsis, improve on. The views on my suits on, my footprints on my website, produced in the boom, the peer review. Instrumental 2, 1 and 2 afternoon, like a clear sky. I'm on the south side of Toma like a real guy. I used to be on the north side like that saying something. If you forget it, I'll remember one thing. Let's enjoy the season here, cause when it's all over, I'm gonna be everywhere.
Look.
Check the population demographics. In this area, how often does it happen? You have this rapper in your city, what that mean? No. That mean you hit the jackpot like a casino. I used to be a news anchor till I moved on. I made a commitment to music, so get my groove on. I'm too strong. I do songs, put your YouTube on. Search for Matt Ellipsis, improve on. The views on my suits on. My full proofs on my website, produced and approved and peer reviewed. Instrument 2, morning 2, afternoon, like a clear sky. I'm on the south side of Toma like a real guy. I used to be on the north side like that saying something. If you forget it, I'll remember one thing. Let's enjoy the season here, cause when it's all over,